All right, once again, I want to say thank you for coming for today's meeting. Um, my name remains Dr. Joseph Peters. I'm so excited to be here with everybody. Um, we have come a long way, and I can categorically tell you that we're on the right track. You can't imagine great things we put together for success on this project. And like I always tell people that um, when you're going somewhere in life, the preparedness you do towards that, depending on how long that journey is, will determine how successful you're going to be in that journey. When you're building a house, how much you put in the foundation of the house will determine, how far the house will go higher above. So we all know that to be successful, we need to put in effort in the foundation building. Foundation is very, very key. For me as a person, in all the things I've ever done in my life, I feel foundation is important. I've learned that early enough, and I have made sure I put that into huge consideration. So for our Greenfield community to succeed, beyond our imagination and beyond what other people have struggled with, we have put our hands in so many necessary foundational tools that will help us to grow. For example, when you're building a house, when you're doing pillars, you must put iron rod in that pillar. If you create concrete and you not put iron rod there, you know that house is coming down, right? If you are building the pillar, you must put enough cement in the foundation. If you don't put enough cement in the foundation, just know that the house is coming down. These are necessary ingredients, necessary tools that forms foundation of any corporation, any community, any group, anything that we are all doing. Even if you're starting a small business, I understand some people get into business, they just rent a shop and put things in there and they start selling. But you also remember that if you just rent a shop and put stuff there, it will take time before people know that shop is there. You'll be sitting down there every day telling people that I don't open shop, I don't put shop here. You will see that it will take time before people start flowing. But if you are there for the next 1 or 2 years, that makes everybody in the community know that you have a shop in that corner. And then they will start coming. You can now have your own, what's it called? Your own clients, customers that keep coming to you. However, when you have clients, don't sit down and believe that all is well, because the area where you find yourself, there are new people coming to that area. There are other new people who have the same idea of opening the same shop. Let's say you're a tailor, or you're a barber, or you are a hairdresser, or you are selling recharge card, POS. More people will join that business in your area. I can bet you that. So what are the things that you have in mind that you are thinking into the future, that if I'm starting this POS business or this recharge card business or tailoring business, when new people start coming into the community and some other people are opening their own shop, how do you compete? You can't compete. The only thing that can make you be ahead is the fact that, number one, you have to be innovative with your customers. You have to be innovative with your customers. You have to do things much more different than what every other person is doing. If you don't do that, then it becomes hard for you to compete. That's why you find that when people are in business and younger people are coming into business, they find it hard to compete. I remember many years ago, I started my first business center. That was 1999. We had one computer, then we bought another computer. I brought my first closer. And that time it was very tough to compete in the graphic design world as a business center, because we don't have all the tools. We don't have printer. We don't have the generators at that time. And Nigerian epileptic lights, we only have one computer. The second computer was brought in by my friend. So we only have a small shop. So the first thing we said is that instead of, we are into graphic design, we're doing the graphic design for our personal customer, but we couldn't grow beyond because we don't have a shop. In fact, we are using a room, my room in that time, inside the building, face me and punch you. So for us to be competitive and make money, we decided to go into training. So we're training students, young people who are just finished secondary school. We're training them desktop publishing. But we did not know at the time we started that we are creating more competitions for ourselves. In 3 years, we have trained so many young people into graphic design, desktop publishing, that most of them, they got in jobs inside the community, that they are now working in business centers and doing the same job we have taught them. Yes, we have trained people, which is our job. Very nice. However, we have just created competition for ourselves. So those young people are now picking up most of the job that we are supposed to do as teachers. So at that time, in 2 years, the third year, I've seen into the future that the way things are going, the graphic design or business center or whatever desktop publishing industry will become very competitive. So many young people come in. And I started thinking forward. I told my friend, guy, I'm done with this business. I'm moving to something else. In fact, I moved into security design. And that was the time I met the man who actually designed the 50 naira notes that Nigeria is using as of now, the old 50 naira notes. The man worked at Mint, and the man started introducing me into security design. So I started learning security design. I started moving forward a bit higher than the general computer graphic design or desktop publishing. I started doing security design. So immediately I had an opportunity to get a job on security design. I left the business center for my friend. I told my friend, I'm not interested in this anymore. You continue with that. I'm moving ahead. So I started working in the company at Apapa. I was the head of operations as a graphic design. Security design. So we're designing bank checks. I was designing bank checks, certificate of operations, school. Most of these university of health universities and all that, we're designing their certificate. Stickers. We're designing stickers, security stickers. So if you look at your your screen on any car that goes to airport. There is a sticker when you're going to the airport. There are these stickers they give you. If you have a community gate, you have to go in there. There's a sticker you must have in front of your car. So those stickers are security stickers that they cannot be duplicated or forged. So my company then, that's what we're doing. I was the brain behind all the designs. And you can imagine, while I was struggling with training of 5,000, and those training will last for 3 months, and those students will pay 5,000 for like almost 4 times, 1,000 naira today, another 1,000 after 1 month or 2 months before they finish the payment. There's nothing we can do. That's how far they can handle their payment. But the 3-month training, what you only earn was 5,000. And if you don't have more than 5 students, that's the same money we use to survive, to maintain the business center, and me and my friend we share. So it wasn't enough. But we're happy we're training people. But as we're doing that, we're also creating competition for ourselves. And this is where I'm going. By the time I moved into security design, as at 2001, 23 years ago, my pay was 120,000 naira. That time, imagine what I was earning to pick up that job and sitting down in the business, making nothing. And then I also advanced myself in higher knowledge. So what I'm telling you is that when you go into an industry, you're doing a business, don't think you are the only person that will be there. Already in Greenfield, I can tell you in the next 2 years, there will be new network, food network that will spring up that will give us competition. I can guarantee you that. So I am a futuristic person. I think ahead. And that tells you that before they come, we're already setting our standards. They will have to run hard to meet us where we're going to be in the next 2 years. They will need some kind of supernatural intervention of some kind of big man to invest in their organization to be able to meet us where we are headed. So once again, I want to say welcome this evening. Happy Sunday, everyone. And that's just an introduction. Looking at your screen, you'll see a cow. You'll be wondering, what is Dr. bringing this cow for us to do today? Okay, let's move forward. So you know why you are seeing the cow a little bit. Let's talk about the money-making opportunities in Greenfield Food Network. We're going to explore very few of them, various paths to wealth creation in this hard time. We all know it's very hard in Nigeria. And I have to be honest with you. You have a choice. We all have the choice to either belong to something that adding value to people's life or just sitting down doing nothing. We all have the choices to make. And like I told some of our leaders, don't force anybody to join Greenfield. In fact, our organization is one of those organizations that will always tell people to think and have quantitative reasoning before they become part of what we're doing. We don't just say, oh, yeah, just like many other networks, they're making money here, just put your money. You're not sitting down to really look into it. Will this be sustainable over the so many years? These are the things we have put together and see how we can continuously help people to create wealth, continuously help people to make money within the circumference of the organization. So let's look at some of those things we have created. Look at the car I was talking about. And I know this picture you are seeing on your screen could resonate. Where exactly am I going with this? As Nigerians, we all know that when people come together in form of cooperative or thrifts and collection, let's say you are doing a job, you donate money together, one person carry the money, right? That person can use the money for something good for a particular period of their life, either a family life or business life, right? Now, let's talk about Commonwealth. The Commonwealth means where people can come together to create something that will bring wealth to them. You understand? That means by yourself alone, you can do very little. But when you come together to do it together, you can do so much. And this brings us back to the picture you're looking at in front of you, whereby when somebody wants to buy meat, you go to the market to buy the meat. The amount of money you use in buying the meat, if you put that money together and call your friends, Mommy Ifi, Mommy Ngozi, Mrs. Ellen, Mr. Ibrahim, and all of us, we put that money together, we now go and buy one cow. When we kill the cow at Abakio and we share the cow, each person will go home with a portion of the cow. Let's say we are 15, right? Now, what you are taking home, if you take the same amount of money you put in buy the cow and you take it to the market to buy the meat, definitely we all agree that what you're going to buy will never be equal to the same amount of meat they give you when you actually kill the cow. What that tells you is that when people come together and put resources together and they go to the market to buy things in bulk, they save cost. It reduces the expenses. And because nowadays food has become a major challenge in Nigeria, how do we help people to save costs on food? Cooperative. That is it. So, inculcating the cooperative strategy in our food network is one of the best things that anyone will ever imagine. Anyone. Why it's important, and I'll tell you why, is that if you look at other networks that have been ahead of us, food network relatively food network, they run basically as a food network on a straight line jacket. Straight line jacket means come in, register, build your team, bring new members into the group, make money from the compensation plan, share the food they bought from somewhere, and everybody's happy. But in the face of the public, it looks like the company is doing well. But inside the organization with the management, they know themselves by the time they look at their books on their paper and look at how much this company is bringing together and what the company is paying out on compensation plan, they know that this thing is not sustainable. They are not telling everybody. It's all suffering and smiling. They share cars, they share all the things, the food, everybody is taking paparazzi, taking pictures, but they don't know inside the company is collapsing. until they can't pay again, until they lock the shop, until you find out that that company is dead. So for us, let's bring that cooperative strategy to help us keep alive the company. Like I told us in previous meeting, there are different strategies. We'll talk about some of them in today's meeting that is going to sustain the company for the next 25 years. And I share with us what we have done with our organization, Gospel to the Poor, in the last 25 years. Now we are taking another leap into the next 45 years. Into the next 25 years. So what exactly are we trying to do here? Build commonwealth. This is where people come together to make or create commonwealth. It's an old-time strategy to get things done as a group so you can reduce cost, stress, and save money and time. How do you save money and time? Instead of you going to the market to go and be walking about and pricing meat, but I don't know how much is this. It says this month 10,000 naira. This month you leave that place, go to another one. This month 10,000. This. So when 15 people come together, you can just select delegates, maybe 2-3 people to go to the market and buy the cow. Those abattoir people will kill it there. They divide it equally. In fact, one of your friends can come and bring your own to your house. You don't have to be there. So they have just saved you time. They have saved you money. And I can tell you this kind of strategy is done by most of us. As I'm speaking to you, so you know. So most of us listen to me. We tried it. We've done it before with some of our friends in our association, either in the mosque or in the church, in the community. We've done it. But why we are bringing it on board is because all the food network in the past never used it. So we are bringing it officially on board so that we can use it. And how is it going to work for us? Now we are talking about food. Other food network, we go to the street and buy boxes of Indomie, tomato paste, something sachet, and that's what they are sharing, bag of rice, that's what they're sharing to their members. But like we all know, Greenfield Community is producing its own food. We are producing our own food. So we are not buying those food that is already expensive in the streets, on the streets, to share to members. We are producing, because we are producing, it saves cost, it reduces cost. And how are we going to produce it? It is based on what people who are interested in investing in the company can invest. The money they are used to invest, they can get royalty from the money on rate on what's it called, investments on their investment, rate of return on their investment. At the same time, save cost in buying cheap food through the company. It helps to support mutual support of each other as a community, and it also promote well-being and prosperity. So you save cost. It's just very simple, easy strategy. It's not something extraordinary. It's just normal old strategy. Normal old strategy. So how are we revolutionizing the food network in Nigeria? We are revolutionizing it. Majority of the people who are in this meeting tonight, most of us have been part of one food network or the other. And you and I can tell there could be few identifiable problems that were associated with some of these food networks that make them to die. We don't want to go into those associated problems. But specifically, if you and I could look back now, you can identify a few things that you know that they were doing, but they didn't notice that it's going to affect them. You understand? They didn't notice it was going to affect them. So based on that, they died. So some of the things we are doing to revolutionize our food network now is, the first one is self-sustaining through food production. I mentioned that earlier. Self-sustaining through self-production. So that means, as an organization, as a company, instead of us to be going out there to buy food, to be sharing for members, we are going to be producing the food. So it is more sustainable when you produce what you are eating than buying from outside. As the company to produce the food, make it available for members to buy it very cheap than what they will buy outside. So as a company, that means that company is into business. The company is not sitting there only on registration money, literally. Because don't forget, all the food network, the only thing that sustains them, they are not doing business. They are into food network, sharing food. The only source of income for them, what is sustaining them, is the registration money. We all know that it is the registration money. So that is the only thing that could sustain them. When people register, some people come and do 300 accounts, 500 accounts, and all of that. But for us, we are not encouraging 300, 500 accounts. No, do multiple accounts, no, just limited to few. We are dealing with real people, not ghost accounts. These are some of the problems they have too. When you are dealing with ghosts, this definitely, when ghosts disappear, your network will die. I believe as people who are learned and they have their managerial skills, when they're setting up their company, they're supposed to know that when you encourage multiple accounts and people create ghost accounts, when those ghosts disappear because they are ghosts, when one of the accounts gets to the top, collect car and walk away with the car, all the remaining accounts become ghost. And then when ghost is in your network and the ghost disappear, what happens to the network? The network will crash. So we decided from the beginning we don't want ghosts. We want real people. But of course, to get real people, it might take time. It will grow. It's a matter of time. When a man of God started a church 15 years ago, look at it after 15 years. Either you like it or not, that church grows big. Especially when the man of God is a visionary and he knows what he's doing and is going somewhere and is delivering real message. Are you getting what I'm saying here? So, when as Greenfield, we are visionary, we know where we're going, we know what we're doing. It's just a matter of time. As we keep going, new people keep coming on board. Real people, not ghost account. Like I always encourage, do 3 accounts to start with, or 5 accounts, or 6 accounts. That should be okay. Don't do 300, 500 you can't manage. And let's grow it as an organization that we are conscious of. One of the things that helped our I Start Money Cocoa business is that our office is always open to talk to all of our members. Either you are a leader or ordinary member, we are open to talk with everybody. I know over 4,000 of our members in person. I talk to them one-on-one. Not that, oh, you are in Abakaliki, you are in Umuahia, we don't even know who you are. No, we build community, we build closeness, friendship. Number 2 on the screen is processing and producing our own food. That is the only way we can be sustainable. We cannot go and buy Indomie from outside every time to share to members. There's no amount of money you want to buy, except you want to really be buying extremely directly as a wholesaler from all these big companies, Dangote, Cadbury, and all these big companies. But see, even if you are buying in bulk or in wholesale from them and you're sharing to members, one day, monkey will go market and go come back. Anything you are buying from hand to hand, you don't have control over the price. But anything you produce, you are the one that can determine the price. You can give people for free, almost like not make any profit. It doesn't matter. It's your own thing. You are open to give it out. But when you buy something at a particular cost, it's hard for you to give it out lesser than the cost. So another great thing we are doing, like I said, is drastically we are reducing cost of food for members. So every other food network don't really care about the cost of food their members are encountering in the public space. So as a member of a network, what they just believe is that bring people, and make money from the compensation plan. It's good. It's just a normal thing. And if another network comes up, it's the same normal thing. Bring people, make money compensation plan. Bring people, it's just the same thing all of them have done. What we are bringing in the food network that is different is that we're not just saying bring people and enjoy money from the compensation plan. Yeah, we have very wonderful compensation plan. At the same time, as a company, we are concerned about how much you are spending on food now that food is expensive in Nigeria. How can we help our members to reduce cost of food? And this is why we are coming with all these strategies. Then also, we help to strengthen, to support, and partner with our members to invest in agro ventures business. So any of our members who is already into business of, let's say, rabbits rearing, grass cutter rearing, fish rearing. Sorry, just 1 minute. Let me see they show that, okay. I will show that my volume is on. I think one of the gadgets is down. So any of our members who is into agro ventures as at now, we want to strengthen you, we want to support you, and want to partner with you. Any of our members. If you are into agro ventures, either you are planting tomatoes, you plant onions, you plant cassava, whatever you are planted, or the better agricultural things you are doing. I'm not saying you are buying and selling. If you are actually into producing that, if you have your own farm, you are rearing animal, pig, whatever you are doing, you are rearing fish, you are already doing. We want to help to strengthen you, we want to support you and partner with you. We want to look into the future of whenever you have, let's say, 5,000 catfish and you just started rearing them. After 3 months, they're going to sell it. Greenfield want to buy all your catfish. We want to buy everything. So we can also give you money to grow what you have going on, and then you can produce more so that when we buy like that, it can be available for our members to buy cheaper. So we want to do that. This is more insightful. This is more stronger, because when we do this, we are actually in strong support of our members. Not just members come to our office and pack food, pack Indomie, pack bag of rice and go. People should add more value to people's life. Companies should have more value to people's life than just sharing food. So we are going far beyond just sharing food. Robust house balancing compensation plan strategy, the most innovative ever. This is one of the things we have also brought into the food network. That's the innovation. And then one of the greatest things we also did that in fact, all of the old networks never did is to give opportunities to members to partake in the company's profit. So therefore, when the company starts our trading of food buying and selling, food production, members can actually partake in the company's profits. Anybody who's interested, through either investment or through becoming a depot. You can either through investment or becoming a depot. And then opportunity to invest in the company's trading. That's the second, which is through the depot. So these are the things we have highlighted that has revolutionized food network in Nigeria, and is going to shoot us far right beyond our expected imagination. That we are starting strong and we are moving strong. We might not move so fast and noise everywhere and the paparazzi. Remember, I said that last month. There might not be too much paparazzi, but there will be consistency, growth, solid foundation built. Because if you don't build a solid foundation, like the old saying, scriptures, I said, if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? So if we don't do it now, amending the building after it has grown, after you have built the building to second floor, third floor, amending the foundation will be a disaster. So what other thing do you build inside this network that makes it very solid? Unbelievable food and pocket money that you will find in the compensation plan. Buy food stuff at members' price way cheaper than the regular market price. Empowerment and skill acquisition, which I already told us last month that will start by the end of this month. In fact, the last Saturday of this month, let's put that in mind, we're going to be having in-person training at our office in Ikeja. So some of us are around suburb of Lagos, wherever you are, put the last Saturday of this month in mind. The flyer will be out by next week so that people can get ready for it. The last Saturday of this month is on the 30th. We'll be having our first in-person. We'll be having presentation on the screen. Everybody can come in and there'll be refreshments that day. So please put that in your schedule. We're having our first in-person, and I can guarantee you that day, some people will be going home with some things they never even thought or imagined. So don't miss that day. Any program you're having between now and then, tell them that 30th of November is already booked. It's booked for this meeting. I believe we all know our office, so we will be in the flyer, 14 Afari Go Street in Ikeja. We'll be having in-person, first in-person. We'll be holding most of our meeting online, but that day we'll be meeting in physical. All of us will be there, all our leaders will be there, and you can ask all your questions. You can go with a lot of stuff. That day, don't miss it. Also, business capital and grants in the compensation plan. If you look at the screen, you see community building, networking. So one of the things which is common in food network is networking. You invite people to join, and you get money from inviting other people, referral bonus, this bonus, that bonus. Apparently, it's not just networking, it's called community building, because you are the one that is helping that company to grow. You are the one that is building the membership base of that company. So for those efforts, that's why the company is giving you all those bonuses. But what we have done unique in our company, we'll share the address of the company. We share the address of the company with everybody by the end of the meeting. Is that we have also built something unique with our compensation plan that other compensation plans don't have, especially the 7 years continuous passive income. Passive income means money you get from the effort you have done in some time past. It is very, very rare for anyone who is working with the government to collect passive income. You can relate passive income as retirement benefits. Maybe you are working with the government for 5 years and now you are done working and they now start giving you retirement. That is something like passive income. But how will you put your life in 35 years? The government will not even pay. Most people are still owing a lot of pensioners. So, but here, your effort in 1 year, in fact, your effort in 3 months can be converted to passive income for you. So I want any one of us who are not familiar with the compensation plan to get a copy of that in flyers. We have it in flyers already posted on the group. In the group, we will repost it again, and then the video online. Watch it and understand. See where you can make a lot of passive income as long as you are on board this group. Then also is the 3-year effort for millions in terms of retirement benefit. All that also in the compensation plan. Real estate returns on investment, leadership training and workshop. We'll be having some of this workshop next month, early December, because I know from middle of December, people will be traveling and be very busy. So if early December, we're having those workshops. And then business affiliate opportunities and all of that. So like I said, visit the compensation plan. This is the link. I will post the link in our WhatsApp group. I don't want to post it here right now on the chat so that it does not disturb you. But I'll post it in our WhatsApp group. So if you're in the WhatsApp group, if you're not in the WhatsApp group, I'll post WhatsApp group here. So you join the WhatsApp group, then I'll post this video of a compensation plan, and then the flyers will post it again in the group so that you can go through that. Now let's talk about personal trading stream. Now, like I said, these are various opportunities you can make money through Greenfield Community. I've just mentioned all the innovative things we as a company have brought that will help you to make money and grow. And the things that will also sustain the company, that will make the company to be there for the next 5, 7, 10, 15, 20, 25 years. Now, this personal trading stream is another opportunity. No food network in the past gives members opportunity to become merchants. None. So far, we are creating that aspect where members can use Greenfield as a side business or become a distribution merchant. So owning your own food store as a Greenfield community member or as a side business, you can just be, this is a main business for you, and you can have your job or your other business and still use this as a side business, or just become a distribution merchant. So imagine the cool money you'll be making. These are all the magic business opportunities that can only be available to members, only members. And you can become a depot, and you can also sell food to non-members at retail price. So you can have your own store and get food directly, just like flour mills, just like Dangote. That is where we are going. We want to be a big production company whereby when we produce our food, we have depot where we go and supply people at cheaper price. So you, as our member, will be the only person that can buy food directly from the company at cheaper price. Then you can sell to public people at whatever price they are selling it at retail price. Like we shared earlier in previous meetings, our 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 15, and 25 years plan. At some point in 7 years, we are looking for to be as big as all this Dangote flour mill and the rest, and then we can be enlisted in the Nigerian stock exchange. That is where we are going. The ambition is huge, it's big. So those of us who are at the elementary stage where the company is starting now, you are the best advantage. You have a choice. You can say, what nonsense are these guys talking? It's too big. You can't achieve that. That's what they told Facebook boy. That's what they told this guy, Jeff Bezos, when they all started. Oh, you are too ambitious. Why are you thinking big? How do you become Dangote? How do you become? We don't have to compete with Dangote. We can be another Dangote in our own world. Solving grassroots problem, food problem. If you can see it, you can achieve it. You can imagine it, you can get it done. Another one, which I mentioned a few minutes earlier, is the agriculture startup stroke partnership. So if you're into snail farming, fish farming, grass cutter, rabbit, tomato, or potato, whatever you are farming, whatever it is you are farming, Greenfield is looking forward to partnering with you and support you and strengthen that business, because let me tell you what Cadbury is doing. That's what most of us don't know. Some of us who are in our cocoa business, let me tell you exactly the situation with cocoa business, which we have not disclosed to anybody. You see, Cadbury is from Europe, from Britain. They've been in Nigeria for many, many years. For them to remain on top of their game so that they don't lose customers, they don't say some people want to buy chocolates or buy this, buy their product. You go to Malam and they say there's no this, there's no that. For them to avoid things like that, what they did was that they partner with local farmers in Ondo State, those who are planting cocoa, the real farmers are planting cocoa. So immediately their cocoa is coming out from the farm. Cadbury has bought it. So they bought the farm. They didn't buy the farm to own the farm from the farmers. No, they bought the produce ahead. So when the farmers are working, they know they are working for Cadbury. When their farmers are harvesting cocoa, they know they're already harvesting for Cadbury. So once in a while, Cadbury give them money to support them. Let's say some of the farmers, they have problem with insects who are attacking the cocoa tree. So they give them money for manure. They give them money for this to grow bigger, bountiful cocoa. So once they have it, there's no way another person will go to those farmers and say, I want to buy cocoa from you. They tell you Cadbury has bought it. So that's what Cadbury has done. That's why Cadbury is still in Nigeria and strong, like sustaining the flow of production. They partner with so many local farmers. And that is the strategy any company that is thinking forward should do. And that's why we're doing the same thing. So any of our members who is into agriculture that do it, please talk to us. Let's help and partner with you, support you, grow your farm or grow whatever you are doing. So that when you grow everything finish. We have tried it before. It's not the first time. Apparently, we did that from early stage in the cocoa business. I think 2013, 2014. By December, we normally share chicken, live chicken to our members every December. So what we do is from August, we go to a poultry, we pay down and buy maybe 150, 200 chicken out of all their chicken in the poultry. We just pay down. So they keep rearing those chicken. Once the chicken are mature, we just go and pack all of them, 200 chicken, 300 chicken with the vehicle, pack everything. So we are not buying at the current market price in December, because by December, those chicken are already expensive. We already buy them ahead. So these are the things that any forward-thinking company should do, and that's what we are going to be doing. Much, much different from all the old food networks that have been in existence or that have died. And lastly, I want to talk with investment stream. Some of our members here have been calling, I'm not good in networking, but I want to be part of this, and I have some little money sitting there in the bank. I don't know what to do with it, blah, 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 blah. So you can actually also invest in the company. Don't forget, all these things we are talking about requires money. In fact, the factory we are building currently, we spent over 50 million so far, and it looks like we have not even done anything. I can bet you that. You know, the video is online, so for those who are new, you can also watch what we have done so far. And I shared on Friday how we have just mounted the gates, how we have just put up the fence and all of that. So all of those things, and then we'll be buying these raw materials directly in trailers, in big trailers. That is our plan. So like buying the rice for milling, buying the corn for milling, bringing in milling machines, buying armor mill, that mill, and all of that. So for us to jumpstart production of our food, we need a lot of funds as a company. A lot of funds as a company. So we make it open. Some of my friends are already doing investment. So let's make it open to members who, you have some little money in the bank. Bank isn't giving you that. They're not giving you nada on the interest of the money you put there. They're just using your money to make more money for themselves. So forget about it. And I've always told people, if you have idle money in the bank, don't do it. I don't keep idle money in the bank. I use it to run a different kind of investment. So this is an investment opportunity for any member who want to take part of all these brilliant business ventures. So if you can do that investment idle funds into the food trading activities of the community on short-term basis through our registered cooperative. Like I said, we already have a registered cooperative in Lagos, registered with the Lagos State government. So the same idea of the cow, now you understand what we're talking about. What we're going to be doing is that we bring money together as investment. Now, you don't need to share of the cow, but you can put money in the trading of the business. So when we buy trailers and trailers of rice, trailers of beans, trailers of tomatoes, we bring it to the factory, we process it, it's made available to people to buy and sell. Whoever want to be a distribution merchant, whoever want to be a depot, people can buy all these things. The company can make only little profit, and that little profit, you as an investor can also get a little out of it. It will be a quarterly trading season. So it's not like normally people may give you interest annually, right? But because Nigerians, the way we think, I cannot wait to 1 year, it's a long time. So this what we started to be quarterly trading every 3 months. You can invest after 3 months, you can collect your money or collect your interest and roll it over. You can roll it over 3-4 times in a year. So after 3 months, you are due to collect, you can collect. If you don't want to continue, you can just collect and walk away. All your money with interest. But if you want to continue, let me just leave for 1 year, you can roll over every 3 months, you roll it over to another 3 months, roll it over to another 3 months. And then in a year, if you want to pull out in a year, pull out if you want. If you don't want to pull out or just want to collect the interest and leave the remaining money there, the money can work for you for the next year. But the only thing I know is that we will only run this investment for the first 3 years. After 3 years, we have the authority to return all your money back, that we don't need you again. We don't need your money again. You understand what you're doing? But what we'll do is that every investor, either for 3 months, for 1 year or for 3 years of the investment will be running, everybody, your name will be listed as a founding member of the organization. There will be an award for you for supporting the organization with your idle money sitting down in the bank. So apart from you collecting interest and having your money back, the company will recognize you as a pillar that has helped us to build the organization. So you want to be part of good things, or you just want to be on the street of Lagos, you could do in Nigeria, just whiling away and doing nothing. It's a choice. But we make it open for everybody to take advantage and do something good for this generation. And a guarantee of 6% interest with the opportunity to roll over, like I said, on compound interest. So when you are rolling over, you are not rolling over on 6%. I mean, on the basic investment, you are rolling over on the your basic investment and then on the 6% interest. I have a small chart I can show you so that you understand how this thing works. And then this will be a guarantee ROI that gives every investor the rest of mind of regular income. Now, let me say this. This investment will be a guaranteed ROI. Guaranteed ROI means either the company is making profit or it's not making profit. You, as an investor, you are guaranteed to collect your own 6%. That's it. From whatever. So if you put 500,000 down or 1 million naira down as investment, you get your 6% interest. You don't have to do anything. You can go and sleep and wake up just at the end of the quarter, you collect your own. At the end of the quarter, if you don't want to collect it, you want to leave it for 1 year. So after the 3 months, we help you to roll it over. So your interest for the second quarter will be interest on your money and the interest on the interest you got in first quarter. So your money keep building, your money keep growing. This is very easy way for so many people who you are on the street struggling, working hard, transportation back and forth, but you have something that you are sure that is working for you too as money. This is what rich people do. And I can get you any bank, no bank in Nigeria is paying 1%. They are all paying 0.01 or 0.02%. That's what they're paying. The maximum any company will pay is 0.001 or 0.002. But we are paying, they're going to be giving, that's why it's not going to be there for everlasting. It's not going to be there till Jesus comes. We are trying this also with our big cocoa business. And some of our investors, they are here today in Greenfield also. I can tell you that benefited from the cocoa business. We open it up, we make it open to our members, come and invest in cocoa business so it can help us to buy cocoa in large quantity so that cocoa will be available for people. And some invested too, and they collected interest. And in fact, that time we were giving them, I think, 15 or 20%. I don't know if some of them can hear me there at this meeting tonight. They can testify. They collected investment for 3-4 years that time before we shut it down. We didn't shut it down because we are losing. We shut it down because we could not even see cocoa raw materials to buy, which has affected the business. So now that we are bringing processing mill, we will not even open it up because we have what it takes to continue our cocoa business. But this food that people want to eat on a daily basis is what you and I, as a company, want, as a group, as a community, want to see how we can leverage on it. So let me show us the numbers so that anybody who wants to understand can understand. So let's look at that on the screen. This is just for illustration purposes. It does not depict the exact figure, so just let us know that. But for illustration purposes, it is very close to what we're talking about. So if you look at the first on the screen here, is Q. Q means quarterly. So let's say you are starting with 500,000. This is the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. This investment will kick off in January. So between now and next month, all of you that you know you have money in the bank, get ready to start in January. All of you that you don't have money but you want to take advantage of it, go and do your buying and selling, the business you are doing, save your salary, put everything together against January. On the 1st, 2nd of January, every money that anybody wants to do investment must do their payment before on the 3rd of the month, of the 3rd of January. Let the money roll in and can start investment. And every end of the quarter, so each quarter, this quarter 1 is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. This is a whole year right now. So with 500,000, by the end of the year, you get 631,000 based on 6% interest. So if you look at 500,000, 6% of 500,000 at the end of first quarter is 530,000. If you don't want to collect the 530,000, you can just collect the 30,000 and roll over 500,000 into the second quarter. If you roll over the 500,000 into the second quarter, you are not collecting 560. You will collect another 30,000 because what you have in the investment is 500. So if you have 500 in the investment, and every quarter you only collect 30,000, 30,000, 30,000, 30,000. You understand? If you collect 30,000 in 4 places, that gives you, I think that's 9. That's give you 120,000. Yes, 120,000 at the end of the year, plus your 500. At the end of the year, you can pull out and say, okay, I need my money to do something. You just collect your 500,000 and walk away. Walk away means not that you're not still a member. You are still a member, but you're not in investment anymore. You understand? So, but if you roll it over 530,000, roll it over for the next quarter. Next quarter to give you 561. Next quarter to give you, you understand? And the last quarter give you. So this is an additional 131 on top of 500,000. So 131,000 or in quote 30,000 naira every quarter just paid into your bank account every quarter. You don't care how we do the business. Either we make profit, we don't make profit. It's none of your business. But you have trust in the company and you get your own share of whatever happens. If we don't make the profit, we still pay you from our pocket. That's what it means by guarantee. So if you are doing 1 million, this is like the estimate. 2 million is the estimate. 3 million is the estimate within a year. So 3 million within a year, you can have extra 1 million on top. This is 4.46 million after 1 year. So we are going to use this same illustration when we print the flyer on this same. And like I said, this will run under our cooperative, registered cooperative in Lagos, and that makes that everybody who wants to join will also be part of that. So far so good. The last thing I want to share with us as another benefit in Greenfield Community is the children education subsidy. The children education subsidy is our initial 5 million naira Greenfield student scholarship plan for 2025. It's committed to all our members towards CSR agenda. This is corporate social responsibility and family support. That's the CSR agenda. And this was derived from the original vision of our parent organization, Gospel to the Poor. We founded Gospel to the Poor in 1999, 25 years ago, to support families to relieve cost of living and educational cost. We went into education industry in 2009, and the school we founded in 2009 is currently 15 years old and is really doing well. So what we have decided, as God will bless us in Greenfield and we're growing, our initial 5 million will be deposited towards supporting every member, any member that qualifies. It's not that we just give you the money. You will write an application, we will know the child you want to. So that means, as member, your daughter or your son don't have to be a member of Greenfield. So if you're a grandma and you have little your children are grown up already, and your children now have children. So you're a grandma, your grandpa, you have children. Your children are in nursery or primary school. You understand? That means you can also benefit. You don't need to tell us what class are they. You understand? This is for children between the age of 0 to 12. So we know how much is the school fees of this child, and we know how much we want to support you out of the school fees. Once you are a member, you can qualify from this. This is part of the CSR agenda. CSR means operational responsibility. As God is blessing us in Greenfield and we are growing bigger, some money will be separated to support our members, pay for their children's school fees. It's not the first time we are doing that. We've been doing that many years. But also we are bringing that on board of Greenfield. These are things that most other networks didn't really practice. I know they were doing a lot of community programs, but one thing is this. You can be helping people on the streets and not help the members of your family. There's no success you have achieved in life. If you're a rich person and God bless you, you are helping people on the street. Out there, people you don't know. But members of your family, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your daughter, you are not helping them. It's a disaster. I have lived in such a family. My mother's first child is dead now. He died in 2016. He was the firstborn, and I'm the lastborn. This guy, we are 7 from my mom. He never helped anybody. There's another guy who followed him, who is alive now, he's my brother. And the 4 girls after the 2 of them, and then before me. Everybody in the family like that. This guy made money so fast in his life. In the mid-80s, late 80s, when Agege Alagbado was still a bush, there was a train that you normally go all the way from Ojuelegba Yaba all the way to Agbado. There's a train in those days. If that train ends around, it goes to Alakuko, to Alagbado. There's a train station in Alagbado that time. All those in a village area, in a farm area. He's bought land in those places. I remember as a young boy there, I followed my mom. We go and plant corn. We harvested corn so much. All this land, he has about 5 land in that area at that time. Before the area now become residential and now it's developed, very, very developed now. So long story short is that with all that history and make money, he never helped nobody in his family. When he died like a puppet. In fact, they just threw him inside the ground like a nobody. His own son, his own first son, my nephew, he never helped him. The boy is still struggling till today. So there is no future in us if we are doing charity to the public people. We are not doing charity to our members. So that's why this is focused just for members. If you're not a member, you don't have access to this. You understand? So that is all for today. I want to say thank you. And if anybody has questions, please let them keep coming. Yeah. So food, cost of education is higher next to food, and there must be some kind of significant support we can make. We are starting with 50 families in 2025. So this also starting next year. Recently, the first disbursement will go in February, March. Yes. So application will start by next month, December. So we'll share this link to how to get started. Those of us who are new, you want to join the network, you want to build your community, you want to build the community with us, you want to invite your family and friends to be part of it. Like I already said, start with minimum 3 accounts. That's the only way you can actually fast track yourself as a team. If you want to do more than that, you can do 6 accounts, but at least start with 3 accounts. If you don't have money for 3 accounts, then just do 1 account and get started. But if you want fast track, you want to build the community, you want to make money, I will share again the video and flyer of the compensation plan in the WhatsApp group so that some of us who need it or you have not seen it before because you just joined, then you can also partake in it. Thank you and God bless you. Questions and answers.